And if you're the sort who falls under my gender and ethnicity combination that's not going to listen because a black woman said it to you, well, here I am going to say it to you. Yeah, I am tagging MAGA in this. I expect there will be a few of you that will not listen because a black woman said it to you.
Hey guys, it's a girl Cindy. Welcome back again to another video. I trust you guys are doing great, having fun. Thank you so much for clicking to watch this video. So since after the Idaho situation, I have been seeing loads of videos, people still reacting to this situation. Now I came across this black woman's video. As you can see, her caption says, to white women. In this video, she is addressing white women, which I thought to bring this video here so we can, listen to her together. Now, this video has over 6 million views and almost 1 million likes. What did she say in this video that made this video to go viral? Stay with me, guys. I just want us to talk about it. And of course, I'm going to show you some screenshots of comments. Obviously, white women are weighing in, liking this video, appreciating the black woman for making this video. Stay with me, guys. Let's check this video out.
Hi, if you're a white woman, I would love for you not to scroll. And if you are not a white woman, feel free to stay, obviously. But be nice, okay? There's a goal I'm trying to achieve here, and we gotta work together to do this shit. All right, back to the white women. Hi. I'm gonna need y'all to stand on business, okay? I really need y'all to do it, okay? And I know for a fact that a lot of y'all do, okay? I interact with y'all every day, okay? Because some of y'all some down bitches, okay? And I love that. But I'm gonna need y'all to not let anything like that Idaho town hall ever happen, okay? We just having a conversation on my other video talking about the Montgomery brawl that happened in 2023 when homie dude threw his hat up. That happened because black people saw a black man getting jumped by a whole bunch of white people and ran to his side to help. That woman that was dragged out of that town hall should never have been fighting them people by herself. Now, I understand that there's nuance, and I'm sure, if I remember correctly, that town hall was very right-leaning and stuff like that. But let me tell you something. I'm saying white women specifically because the group of people that is working against all of us collectively are white men, okay? That being said, y'all are in the group with everybody else that's going to get fucked over if this shit continues going in the direction it is. And one thing that I need y'all to do is act like y'all know each other and love each other. Because until you do that, we are not going to be fixing anything. We're not going to be able to get past anything. We're not going to be able to fight anything. We're not going to be able to do any of that shit. Because let me tell you something. If I saw a black woman get dragged out of the town hall like that, my ass would have jumped up. I don't care if I'm getting arrested. I'm fighting them off of her. And I guarantee you, me and all the other black women with me are going to do the same thing. Now, I'm not saying that all of y'all are not about it. I'm not saying that at all, because I know some people are going to come up and be like, I would do it. That's great. I'm not talking to you. Who I am talking about is all them white women that sat there and looked at her do that. Look at her get dragged out. Even the ones that thought it was not okay. Because we are now in an administration that is going to continue to do shit like this. We are in an administration that's going to start inflicting violence against people. Everyday people. When I start to see white women get treated like that, that shit fucking scares me. Because if they're going to treat white women like that, what you think they're going to do to me? What you think they're going to do to people that look like me? So what I'm saying is that if you see anybody having any kind of issue like that, being violently attacked like that, being drug out, having their rights extremely violated, you need to do something. You don't need to record it. You don't need to sit and be like, oh my God, that's so sad. What the hell? Oh my God. Do something. Because until you do something, this shit is going to keep happening. It is not enough to be like, oh my God, that's so bad. Record it and put it on social media. That made me so sad that that woman obviously was having her First Amendment right drugged and stomped all over. And everybody either just sat there and laughed or was like, oh my God. And honestly, the people that laughed, is that disgusting? Absolutely. But the people that sat there, knew it was wrong, and just recorded it and looked at it happen, those are the people that pissed me off the most. I need y'all to stand on business because we are dealing with a fucking coup right now. Do y'all understand this shit? We are dealing with people that are going to start inflicting more violence on each other. And if they think they can do it and get away with it, then they are going to continue to do it to more and more people. If you see a fellow woman of any kind, but even a white woman getting towed up like that, you need to fight for her ass, okay? Because until you do that, a lot of black women are not going to be comfortable fighting with you. Because a lot of black women will not fight with y'all until y'all are able to fight with each other. Because if you won't stick up for your own women that look like you, what does that mean for us? And my thing is, I want us to work together. We have to do that. And the big thing that is going to have to happen for us to get out of this really fucked up position we're in right now is everybody's going to have to be uncomfortable. There are some vulnerable populations within our overall population in this country that are more susceptible to violence than others. And that can look many different ways. It's not just racial. It's not just ability. It's not just financial. There's so many different ways that can take place. But that is why community is so important. Because when one group of people or one person can't do it, another person steps in to fill their place. So I need y'all to lock in and recognize that just looking at some shit like that happening and being like, oh my God, that's so bad, is not enough. You have to do something. That shit, you need to be pissed off, y'all. You need to be pissed off. Right now, they are literally staging a coup. They are literally replacing people in the military, heads of the military. Do y'all understand what that means? Stand up. Stand on business. I'm saying all of this with love. I'm saying all of this understanding that there's nuance, understanding that there's a gray area, understanding that not in instances like that, not everyone is physically going to be capable of doing something in that particular situation, but somebody in that room is. Somebody. So when I say do something, whatever that needs to look like for you to do the best that you can to prevent what's happening, please do it. But right now, it is so grave what is happening in our government. I know that I come on here and I explain the ways that things are happening and we need to focus on what matters and all the other kind of stuff. But I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I constantly am looking at the news. I'm constantly digesting it. I work in communications. I analyze the fuck out of everything I'm looking at. I have so many people I have access to learn different aspects of things that I don't know about. And I'm telling y'all right now, we are losing our government. We are losing our democracy, okay? And that is a violent thing, unfortunately. And it is going to continue to happen if we do not do anything. No one is going to save you. No one is going to stop this from happening but us. We have to do something. Because yes, him posting that king picture is stupid as fuck. But the fact, like I said, that they're replacing people in the military should have everybody shook to their fucking bones. And the only way that we are going to get past this and work to fight this shit is by working together. Is it cheesy? Yes. Is it cliche? Yes. Is it cheesy and cliche for a reason? Yes. Because we literally have to. And it's across the board. It is white people, y'all gotta work together. White, black, people of color, across the board. All of us, every person of ability, every person in each level of socioeconomic class needs to work together to stop the shit that is happening right now. And if y'all don't get it together, we are losing a lot of odds of anything actually working. And right now, black women have a lot of distrust in y'all. Justifiably so. And you have to think about these protests that are happening. They're actually happening. Guess who's not being like beat to death? Guess who's not being shot? Guess who's not going and being put in jail en masse? Because we're not there. Because we're not there. There's not as many black people. I'm not saying there's no black people, but we're not there as much. So it's not getting the same response. So for us to feel even vaguely comfortable doing something and putting ourselves at risk, we have to see that everybody is working together. And I literally mean everyone. And on to my black people that may be watching this full video, if we see them doing the right thing, even if it took them for fucking ever to do it, we need to work with that. Please don't shame that shit. Because we have to do this together. Y'all, we are literally a month or two away from losing our democracy. The first step to doing anything about any of this is to connect with the people around you. It is to fight for the people around you. Find the small ways that you can do something about what you're seeing that is wrong. Because if we don't do something now, we may not have the chance to do it in the future. And if you want inspiration on what to do after that, look at the civil rights movement or go out of the country and look at what they did.
So after seeing that video, I knew for sure that I was going to see loads of comments from white women. And of course I did. I took some screenshots of this comment. You can pause to read, but I'm going to read it out for you. Now, this person says, after listening to so many black women say what you said in this video, it's occurred to me, we white women were never taught real sisterhood. We've never been taught to stand up for ourselves. Now, someone responded to that comment. The person says, in any real meaningful way, what we have been taught is to keep quiet, stay calm, and be in competition with other women around us. We've been taught how to fake politeness. Black people are saying they're not getting involved, they are standing down, they are letting them to fight their fight. Now, tell me how you would want this person to support you, to stand up for you, when you cannot, or you're not even standing up for your own. How possible do you think that's gonna be? Anyways, guys, let's check the cities out.
If you do that, we are not going to be fixing anything. We're not going to be able to get past anything.
Please go back and watch that entire video because it's really important. And if you're the sort who falls under my gender and ethnicity combination that's not going to listen because a black woman said it to you, well, here I am going to say it to you. Yeah, I am tagging MAGA in this. I expect there will be a few of you that will not listen because a black woman said it to you. Consider that town hall. Consider the fact that this woman used her First Amendment right to speak and was dragged out of this fucking thing by some rent-a-cops while the sheriff stood there and did nothing. A white woman, looking like you, looking like me, could have been you, could have been me. And every other white woman in that audience did nothing. They either looked on in horrified silence and recorded that shit on their phone, or some of them had the absolute disgusting audacity to laugh. This is the time that you need to make up your minds. I understand in a way the original creator does not. Yes, I know what we were raised with, ladies. We were raised to keep our eyes shut and keep our ears shut and keep our mouths shut. If we just be good little house pets, we can have everything that we want. All that's ever required is that we turn our back on literally everybody and everything that matters. Some of us won't do that, but a lot of us, 54% at least, will. We can't do that anymore. We can't do that. We have to stop as a group. We have to stop being so selfish. We have to stop being so standoffish. We cannot turn our backs anymore. That could have been you. That could have been me. That could be anybody, just for speaking. At a town hall where, as a constituent, that woman had every right to speak her mind. She wasn't offensive. She wasn't disrespectful. She didn't try to attack the congressperson. No. If I recall right, she just asked a question. And for that, she got dragged out of there by some fucking thug rent-a-cops while the sheriff stood by and did nothing. When are you going to stand up for that? How can you not step in like that? Yeah, I do understand how terrifying it is. I went to a town hall one time. I live in a red state. I went to a town hall one time where it took me 10 minutes of a sobbing panic attack in my car to be able to step in there. I understand how frightening it is to leave that little cage they've kept us in for generations. I get it. But you have nothing left to lose anymore. Don't you see that? None of us have anything left to lose. They're taking everything. And if you don't stand up now, it's because you're choosing to be a slave. You are making that choice with your eyes wide open. It's not going to get any better. We all need to help push this along. All of us. And yeah, MAGA sisters, that does include you. Y'all are beginning to feel that pinch finally. Y'all are beginning to understand finally. You ladies, particularly, need to get the fuck up off your asses. And stop looking at everybody else like competition. Stop being catty and spiteful. Be a human being. We're all in this together. We all have to stand together. We cannot let things like this go on. And a lot of that work is going to fall to us. We are the ones who have benefited from everything, believe it or not. And I know it doesn't feel like it. We are the ones. We are the pampered little housepats. We are the ones who have done the most damage over the fucking centuries by turning our backs and not looking and not standing when we needed to stand. That time is now.
If you're a white woman, I would love for you not to scroll.
If your skin tone looks like mine, I need you to go back and watch that full video. It is so very important. And I also want to give you a book rec. It's this book right here. Everything you already know about your own racism and how to do better, white women. This book specifically talks about the fact that white women don't trust and like each other, and how are other minorities that are more marginalized than just being a white woman, even if you're a queer white woman or a disabled white woman. They do not trust us because from a young age, we are taught to sort of be mean to each other. And there's no way to build community with each other and community with other marginalized communities if we do not like and help each other. And I'm going to say something that's going to piss people off. Are you ready? The way to change a white woman's mind that voted for Trump is not to yell at her and be demeaning and be condescending. She is voting based on how she learned. Her grandfather, her dad, her husband, her uncle, her brother, somebody is telling her that that is for her best interest. I was that white woman. I voted the way my dad voted until I realized that I was definitely not a conservative, that my values did not align, right? But the only reason I did that wasn't because I was being talked to and condescended. I started to learn and listen to what people said in a nice way. Like, you don't have to be super nice about it. Obviously, they voted for people's rights to be taken away, and there's no excusing that. But I do think that we need to be more, I don't want to say accepting, but more conscious about how we talk to people who voted opposite ways. Build community. Read this book. Because in order to build community with other communities, we need to build community with each other. Good night.
The woman that was dragged out of that town hall should never have been fighting them people
by herself. That's what she was saying. Why was that woman fighting those men alone? And she makes a great point. You should go back and watch that entire video. She compares this situation to the Montgomery Brawl situation, where he threw his hat up in the air and everyone came to rush in to help because they saw that someone was being attacked. And I wonder the same thing. How many times are we going to be looking to men? Because there's been a lot of videos from white women talking about where were the men helping this woman that was being dragged out of the town hall. But where were we? We all watched her get manhandled and drug out of there without any intervention from any of us, even though we knew it was wrong. And we need to think about that.
So I took some screenshots of comments from her comment section. You all know how we do it here, so you guys can see what other people said about her video. Please pause to read if you want to. So I feel like what happened in the Idaho hall is a wake-up call for white women. They said they were raised like that, to keep quiet, to sit back and watch and let other people do the work, while again they sit back and watch. Baby, this is 2025. If you are not going to stand up for yourself, no one is going to stand up for you. No one. Now, to the white women saying that they need all women to come together so they can fight this and all of that, these other women that you are referring to are asking you to put in the work first. They want to see you do the work. The incident in the Idaho, hall, I mean, it's literally telling the other women that you are not ready to put in the work. You are not ready to fight, because they have been fighting this fight for a very long time. And now they are standing down to let you put in the work. So if you're going to sit back and watch like the way you were raised, then this is not going to get done. Like, it's not going to work, because these other women are standing down. They are watching. Some of you were saying in the comments that, oh, white men were there. They couldn't do anything. They couldn't even help her. Yeah, of course. We all saw that. And we condemned that, okay? But the white women that were present, seated, recording, that couldn't do anything, tells a lot. And that is what people are condemning. Like I said in my previous video, I am not in support of any man assaulting a woman. It is a no-no. But women, learn to support your own. Anyways, you guys, I thought to bring this video here. Let me know what you all think in the comment section again. And thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video, share, comment, and of course, come back for another one. I'm going to see you all in my next video. You all have a blessed day. Bye.